If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the bay, the game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean a banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the bay, the game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
Getting kind of dangerous. Feels like it's a load. My mind stunning like a cloud of dust. My heart always wants to run. Oh, if you want to
your season goal comes with higher rewards. This is the player card. This is your development. Here are a player's motivations.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll manage only a couple here up to about the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing is Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
And Hurts going to move him around. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their... Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
But first down, Hurts. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take... The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. The big loss on 1st down leads to a tricky 2nd down, 18 yards to go. Again, a run with Gainwell. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And that is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this 1st half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, it's Gainwell. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They will run for it with Gainwell. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They start the drive here with Gainwell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A grab. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Defense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 4th-round guy, and many thought that's about where he would go, but I think he's got some upside, right?
He can come right in and be what they call a core special teams player, play on all 4 phases of it, and have a chance to work his way into the lineup. I think a year or 2 down the road, they could have a solid starter.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the draw, Gainwell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Gainwell is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And that's a stick.
It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. They go play action with Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
2nd and 7. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Here's a screen with Gainwell. Shrugs him off, and he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Setting up the screen with Gainwell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man, it's Gainwell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And they're going to speed things up here. They run behind center with Gainwell. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Back to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back to throw again. This is caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? He'll look to throw. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still... So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles. Wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about, in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this... offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Gainwell last week: 20 carries, 132 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. We drop you in now to first quarter action as the offense begins this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground. Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
They'll look to throw here. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses. And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They toss this out right to Gainwell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because
the Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Looking to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll set up to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. They're going to look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Back to Gainwell here on second down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And it's going to be batted. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Hurts. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in his first half. It's a first down. Now back to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On the handoff, Gainwell. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're...
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
That's caught. It's the former Colt, Paris Campbell. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And here's a handoff to Gainwell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a foul. They begin the drive with Robinson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll get him.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sons, but they learn to
Use the options on the left to edit league settings and choose what role you want to run the show as, a coach or an owner.
Head in a bottle for my heart in a case. Head's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers for the season I'm soon. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the ride at the end of my wrongs. At the end of my wrongs. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Try to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like Suave, young Enrique, speaking of AKA, she's an alpha, but not around your boy, she get quiet around your boy, hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy, going dumb, and it's something idiotic about your boy, she wearing cheetah print, that's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy. I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down, but you can whip your lovin' on me, baby, whip your lovin' on me. I'm vanilla, baby, I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing
Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk.
But you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me. Young MISSIONARY, he's sharp like barbed wire. She stole my heart, then she got archived. I keep it short with a Lord Farquaad. All the girls in the front row. All the girls at the barricade. All the girls have been waiting all day. Let your tongue hang out, everything. If you came with a man, let go of his hand. Everybody in the suite kicking up their feet, stand up, dance. I see you. And all the guys in the back waiting on the next track. Cut your boy a little slack. It's Young Jack. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down, but you can whip your lovin' on me.
Today on EA Sports, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matthew Stafford and the Cleveland Browns versus Josh Allen and the Dallas Cowboys.
Now from the home of the Dog Pound, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Alongside Charles. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Play action. Now it's Allen. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. To the air, Allen. There's a short one caught by Johnson. 7 yards there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here. Down. Allen going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Allen now on first down. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 25. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Garrett Wilson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's a give to Barkley, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rare.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. A handoff to Barkley. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of mid. Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Allen hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And that will be incomplete.
On 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Cleveland offense making their way out. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Mid-comp.
So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the 1st half. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Here now a 3rd and 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Third and 20. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Going to look deep for Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. So after the INT, it's Allen. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Pressure comes and down he goes. Boye Mafe in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Fred Warner, and he's just across midfield. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run it again with Barkley.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Allen now looks to throw. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Now Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And the Browns are going to have it here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker inside the 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Now Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And quickly, they get to the line. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. This is Barkley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Now it's Barkley.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 3rd and 2.
Barkley. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They'll run with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Allen's throw is complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw, it's Allen. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
2nd and goal from the 1. Dobbins is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Allen now on the sneak. So he gets absolutely nothing out of that sneak, and now it's 4th down. Now Allen, got to have this one. And now here is another interception. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think...
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. They begin with a run by Barkley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And now they're in the hurry-up. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 69 yards. And the CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right?
Yeah.
pray for peace before you let us in. My jettison is full of carnivores and lettuce men. You pushing positive, then we can be the best of friends. We drink the fire from the fountain in excellence. Open source, open doors like a Trojan horse. No remorse, I make lore fact like college course. Making seconds to records, the textures you could never touch the circle I roll and you overstepped your effort. I'm the shepherd and leopards, I'll pull you back together. You fall apart, I'll build it back but better. I'm a scoundrel with my pen works adventures. My punchlines are too raw for glass jars and dentures. You think you've seen madness? Well, I am the center. I'm only happy in the summer. The winter. Watch out now, come heavy water. It's high now, not going under. Oh, 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 not gonna let you go. Oh, 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 pay what you owe. Watch out now, come heavy water.
Man, my mistake. It's damn, namaste. And Dolly Lama, cause I'm searching for better days. Tijuana, I'm cutting through this with my switchblades and katanas, cause I've learned something from years ahead hunting. If I got something to say, then I'ma say something. The glutton for all these beatings and fighting for what I'm loving. If the whole world's throwing up spikes, I keep on trucking, yeah. I ain't got time for y'all to get your heads right. I'll find some rope and you can go and hang tight. It's getting dark as midnight. This beat swinging so hard, we in a fist. Tippy toe, watch me dip and roll. Round the corner, on another level, watch my inner glow. I be switching colors, red, green, and gold. I'm speaking the truth, and now I'm spitting heavy waters on the floor in the booth. Let's go.
Watch out now, come heavy water. It's high now, not going under. Oh, 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 not gonna let you go. Oh, 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 pay what you owe. Watch out now, come heavy water. Now listen to me, yeah. Gonna run down a bad man today. Gonna hunt down a bad man like that.
This is the player card. This is your development tree. Here are a player's motivations.